All right, guys, here we go. Race number 2. We're ready to get it kicked off. It's the third race of the countdown. It's the Summer Heat Outlaw Graphics Next Gen Series. Your number 1 guy is pulling onto the track. Here it is. Connor Haddock in that number 88 machine. Got the job done last week. He'll look to do it again here tonight at Dover. Logan Ace, surprisingly, going to be in that number 2 spot here tonight. Racing in that beautiful number 7 machine there, the Never Give Up Autism machine. Right behind him, you got it, Big K, looking for some action here tonight in that 26 machine. And how about Frank the Tank in the Braves World Series champion machine car, looking good. Anthony Monroe right behind him, the Asphalt Cowboy, the owner and operator, and your great sponsor of the Next Gen Series, Anthony Monroe. Kevin Lee, going to be back here in that number 2, or excuse me, 22 machine, going to start back there a little bit further back. He's going to be the Lucas Oil number 8 machine. John Wayne back here tonight, Larry, Daniel, Colt, Mike, Jellybean, and there's going to be Mason and Connor Haddock and Netcode a little bit further back. So how about this, folks? We're ready to go 30 laps here tonight. The best of the best are on the track. Let's see what they got for us tonight. Good start there. Connor Haddock going to get the lead out early here, but watch out. The number 7 machine, that's Logan Ace. And the Never Give Up number 2 spot, Big K back there, Anthony Monroe in that 3 spot. And we already have a yellow flag out here tonight. Yellow flag already out here. Not sure what happened there. Looks like a little bit of caution, a little bit of debris on the speedway, or not a whole lot. But we've been getting a lot of these first lap cautions, I'll tell you that. So the drivers now will go back around and look to get to the pace car. We'll let them loose here as soon as we can. But Connor Haddock, your race leader, that 88 machine, the Hay Signs and Designs. There's the pace car. Logan Ace going to be right there in that number 2 spot. He's going to try to warm up them tires. That's what they're trying to do when they go down there and get a little bit of that grip there. And Connor Haddock in the 7 getting after it. Big K right there with them. So lights will go off the pace car this time by. Why not go 3 wide during the pace lap? All right, lights are off the pace car. Looks like they're going to get serious this time by. A little bit of friendship, gamemanship here on the start-finish line here as we get ready to go, but I'm sure they're both...
I'm sorry. I really am.
You're not wrong. All right. Logan Ace going to be on the outside. Connor Haddock, last week's race winner, going to be on the inside. No, absolutely. I love all the different paint schemes in this series. All of them. They all look great. All right, good start there for Haddock. Logan Ace going to be a little bit behind the 8 ball, but he'll try to get caught back up here. Anthony Monroe, the 82 machine, the Asphalt Cowboy. Does he have anything here tonight at Dover? Been a struggle the last couple weeks, especially last week. If you got to watch the Phoenix race, you've seen the shabacle from lap 1. He'll look to recover nicely tonight. All right. A little bit further back, Frank the Tank was able to make a move 3 wide. He's now got the 33 machine back up in contention. He's in the top 6 at the moment. A little bit further back, 3 and 4 wide. John Wayne just made a 4 wide. He's going to take the cover spot, and he's now going to go up to the number 13 spot. Connor Haddock, still your race leader. Logan Ace going to be in that number 2 spot. Anthony Monroe going to be in the 3 as they try to find grip at Dover. Kevin Lee and the Lucas Oil. Kyle Busch machine out of Texas. They're all going to go up and hit the wall together. Big K back there, a big-time driver for Monroe Motorsports. Frank the Tank. Speaking of Big K, he's going to be looking to try to win the championship a little bit later on. If you got time to watch that 410 sprint car race, I highly recommend it. Been a crazy season, and this guy's been on top. Known for his road racing skills, but bringing some dirt to life. We'll see if he can contend and finish off the countdown as he's trying to win that championship a little later tonight. We'll keep an eye on him. Kevin Lee still back there. Frank the Tank, and there's Daniel, Jellybean, Coat, the Duke, Mike. Well, I want to go fast machine. Yeah, he is. Out of Louisiana, the Bills Mafia for life. 37. Looking smooth right now. Keeping everything underneath him. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Thought about going up, thought about going high, and he's passing cars like they're standing still. John Wayne, same thing. Number 3 machine. Good to have him back from vacation. As we got a caution out on the speedway. It doesn't look like we have any wrecked cars, so it might have just been somebody who spun around or hit the wall or something. So we'll get you fast forward here, folks, at home, so you're not sitting around waiting. 24 laps to go. Your leader still is Connor Haddock out of New Hampshire. So good to see these guys have gotten the driver detail page up and working. And if you're having issues or you're looking to get your driver profile picture down there or whatever information you want to use, go for it. Oh, what a move there. It looks like, what was that? Logan Ace needed to go into the pits, it looked like, and he wanted to go in before everybody else, it looked like, but he didn't want to get a black flag by waiting, so he had to wait for the 88 to pass, and then he made an aggressive move to the pit. Wow, barely made it in there. Holy cow. Aggressive move there from Logan Ace and the never give up machine. That thing looks like it's not going to give up. There's a lot of damage done to that machine. He's going to need a lot of work. Connor Haddock, not so much. Another clean night here for the CH Towing Waste and Disposal crew. If you need something towed away or waste hauled away, go ahead and give him a call today. It's right there on the hood, man. All right, looks like he's going to come down the pit road. No, he's not. He's going to fool him. That's just what the doctor ordered. So lights will go off the pace car next time by. The drivers are all trying to cool their tires down there. Whoa. Kevin Lee and Connor Haddock getting after it here. I told you. It's going to be a crazy, crazy fall series, folks. The fall series kind of carries over through winter. Normally we're done around January-ish. And then we'll take a couple weeks off, and then we'll get right into a spring series. I got a feeling these guys are going to be here racing, and they might just turn into the ultimate rival. Who knows? But you can see the storylines building between the 88 and the 22 normally. It looks like the 22 is in the 8 machine tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how these two drivers acquire around each other, man, especially when we're doing short track racing. Going to get out of control, but I'm here for it, and I love it. And I think everybody watching wants a lot more of it, and that's what you're going to get all winter long. All right, lights are off the pace car. It's pulling in. Connor Haddock, 22 to go. What can Dover do for you? Good start there again from the 88 machine. Clean and green on the restart. Kevin Lee going to go to the number 2 spot. Big K there. There's Daniel and Frank the Tank. How about this guy? Frank the Tank ain't only a legend car driver, but apparently he knows how to wheel one of these next gens. And oh, Anthony Monroe gets into the backside of who was that? The Duke. And that's going to bring out a yellow flag here. Wow. We got cautions breeding cautions, but Connor Haddock does not mind. Do we see a little bit more contact here under the yellow flag between these two drivers? Yeah, it looks like they thought about it. And they're going to behave. Good to see. All right, so we're pacing. 20 to go here. It's going to be a nice little shootout here at Dover as your top 3 right now are going to be edging apart. They're waiting on the pace car. Here comes the pace car. Nice work. Your leader is Connor Haddock in that 88 machine, but he's got Kevin Lee right on the outside of him. If you ask both drivers, how do they feel about when they crash into each other?
I'm sorry. I really am.
There's your answer. That's exactly the answer I get. Oh, here they go tapping. They're back at it again. Kevin Lee, Connor Haddock, lights are on the pace car. What's it going to come down to? 19 to go. They look like they're going to go one more lap around here, as some drivers have decided to pit, which is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. The wave around car was trying to get around, and Kevin Lee was able to go low, and that car's coming around. The lights go off the pace car this time by, and we are going to let them loose here. 17 to go. Connor Haddock on the bottom. Kevin Lee in that number 2 spot. Daniel and Big K going to take that second row. But how about Frank the Tank, excuse me, and Anthony Monroe just in the 3rd row behind him? That is incredible. So a heck of a night of racing here from those guys. All right, Connor, can you give us another good restart here? Let's see what he's got in the tank of that 88 machine. 18 to go. Jump into cockpit with Big K as he gets fired off here on this restart. Jump into cockpit with Kevin Lee. Caution out again. They're trying to save fuel. You hear the engine get shut off. Just a coasting right now as we have another caution out here. Does look like it involved Michael. Go back and take a look at what happened with the 37. Oh, comes off the wall and goes right out into another vehicle. Tough break there. You hate to see it. But that's what brings out your caution. Wow, tough break. All right, Connor Haddock, no surprise, still going to be your leader here on this restart as we'll zip through it for you. It's going to be about 14 to go once we go green here. Yes, next week we do have one race. It is the Legend Car Championship night, 125 laps, I believe, triple points at North Wilkesboro, I believe it is. That'll be the only race next week. The following week will be only the championship race for the next gens. It is also a 125 lap race, triple points. And then the following week, I believe is when we kick off all three of the new series. So we will have the Tour Mods, we will have the Legends, and we will have the Super Late models. So it's going to be an exciting fall and winter series program as we get going here. So your leader out front, look at that. The Never Give Up number 7 machine of Logan Ace out of Italy. Lights are on the pace car, 14 to go. Looks like that pit strategy he pulled off earlier might work for him. We'll see, as everybody behind him is going to have fresh tires. So you got to remember, he last pitted. Let's see here if I can pull that up. Stint here. Logan Ace has been out there now, it looks like, for last pitted 10 laps ago. So with that strategy there, it may kind of go out the window, but we'll see. As you see some of the other drivers a little bit further back, Frank the Tank and such, they're going to have a lot better fuel management here in tires than what you're seeing on the front car of Logan Ace. A lot of the front cars already pitted. They've been on tires for about 10 laps now. Some of the pit times that you saw, Logan Ace was in the pit for 23 seconds. That's not going to get it done. Some of the other graphics we've been kind of working on here as we get further into the series. Just a little sneak peek for you folks. All right. Jelly Bean going to get off to the good start there. It's Duke out front. Colt Maverick and Logan Ace. Now here comes the Asphalt Cowboy. Fresh tires. You know he just went into pits, and look at that thing scream on the outside. Anthony Monroe now going to look to the inside. He's going to find some power underneath that Ford Mustang. And here comes the Chevy charging. Gets past one Ford. Can he get past a Toyota? That is the question. Let's jump into cockpit with the Asphalt Cowboy from Texas. 11 to go. Being patient. Right up to that back bumper of that Toyota. He's going to look to the inside. Can he make it stick? Anthony Monroe gets into the backside of the 23. Is that how he's going to make a pass? Let's go back and take a look at this. Just plows right into him. Woo! Woo! Anthony Monroe able to make the move, though. That's all it counts. Big K, he's got his teammate. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? We haven't said this in a very, very long time. But your front two drivers, it's Monroe Motorsports. It's Anthony Monroe. It's Big K battling it out here for the win. at Dover in the Next Gen Series. It's been so long since we've been able to say Monroe Motorsports up front 1 and 2 right now, as we got a caution back on the speedway. Not sure again what exactly took place here. Some of the drivers just slow to get back up on the track. So 9 to go. Anthony Monroe and Big K going to be your drivers out front here tonight. Wow, that's impressive. You like to see it. You know what I mean? New faces and familiar places. That's right. You absolutely are right on the money, man. Anthony Monroe going to be your race leader out front. Big K going to be right behind him. And look no further. It's the Duke. Jelly Bean, Kevin Lee, and Logan Ace are your top 3. Excuse me, your top 6 at the moment. Lights will go off that pace car in just a moment. And we're going to let these guys loose, man. It's going to be an 8-lap shootout at Dover. Could it be Monroe? Could it be Big K? Could it be a 1-2 Monroe Motorsports? I don't know. But you got to remember this young man right here, Kevin Lee. And you got Logan Ace. And how about Frank the Tank? I know they got plans of their own. Let's go racing. 8 to go. Dover, here we go. Anthony Monroe out front. Big K going to be in that number 2 spot. And how about the Duke in the 3? There you go. Oh, wow. Big hiccup there. Cars flying around. It's the 420. Going to go to the inside. Jelly Bean going to have a messed up race car here. Let's go back and take a look at what happened with this accident here. And like drivers just, oh man, just kind of slammed down, came off the wall. Tough break there, as that will bring out another yellow flag here. 7 to go. 6 to go. Excuse me. Or is that not a yellow flag? I thought the yellow was out. They're not throwing a yellow for that. Drivers on the bottom of the track. Wow. Excuse me. They said it was low enough on the track. Not going to throw a yellow. iRacing does throw the yellows. Yes, correct. It is not a user thing. Big K back there into 2. Kevin Lee and Connor Haddock going to be in that number 3 and 4 spot. And Logan Ace still digging up into number 7. A lot of front end damage on that machine. I don't think he's going to have enough, as we have another caution out on the speedway. And that's going to bring it out. All right. Well, this thing's just got a whole lot more interesting. With 5 to go, some of the fastest cars on the track are in the front 4 here. Your top 5, an incredible top 5 of what you're about to see on this restart here. You got Anthony Monroe, you got Big K, you got Kevin Lee, you got Logan Ace, and you got Connor Haddock in the top 5 of a restart at Dover with 4 to go. You can't tell me you could ask for anything better than this. Now, let's just hope that they run clean. We're going to find out. That's what you want, though. You want a clean, good finish to this race. But you also got 5 alphas up here trying to run. It wants to win and knows that next week everything matters. Triple points. But you don't want to be up here right now and finish all the way back in 13, 14 spot. That's not how you want to finish your night with 3 to go. All right. Lights are off the pace car. They're coming around 3. Anthony Monroe, the asphalt cowboy from Texas. Him and his teammate, Big K. Front row, but right behind him, it's Kevin Lee, and it's Connor. And we're going racing. Oh, Connor, big shift into the wall. What a mistake from the 88. Huge mistake there. Kevin Lee now looks to the inside. Big mistake there from the 88. Anthony Monroe said no problem for him on the restart. He's out like a rocket. Big K right behind him, but it's Kevin Lee in the number 8 closing the gap. 7 of Logan Ace right there with him, and Connor Haddock dropping back. White flag out this time by for Monroe. Big K back there in that number 2 spot. Kevin Lee still in the 3 spot. Logan Ace and Connor Haddock are going to round out your top 5. But how about Frank the Tank looking to the inside here? Great battle from Frank. Anthony Monroe still going to be your race leader. It looks like he's going to bring it to the line. Kevin Lee now a little bit further back. Frank the Tank trying to close the gap. Contact with the 88. What a finish between them 2. But it's going to be Anthony Monroe wins it. Big K, Kevin Lee, Logan Ace, and Frank the Tank round out your top 5. What an excited finish to tonight's racing program, man. A shout out to Anthony Monroe. After the shabacle of a start of a race last week, you've seen it here tonight. The 82 machine getting some love shown by his peers in some of the best ways possible. But after what happened last week at Phoenix, Anthony Monroe rebounded nicely. He's got the 82 machine out in victory lane here at Dover. He had a rough start to the playoffs. He did. Very rough start. But this race win and what could happen next week with triple points. Watch out for Anthony Monroe next week, guys. Seriously. He may have just turned it on at the right time because this guy could be a real threat. So shout out to the entire team over there. Thanks again for everybody watching and hanging out with us, man. And Outlaw Graphics for being the title sponsor of the Next Gen Series. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate everybody. Congratulations to Monroe. I think he's peaking at the right time. We'll find out next week. I'll see you then.